Yo, good afternoon, peoples. What's going on? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little video for you. Sorry for giving you waiting a few minutes there, guys. How are we all doing today? Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to cover all the latest Man United news and all the goings on in the transfer window in this video today. Just give you the latest daily update. Hope you're having a good lunchtime, folks. Happy lunchtime to everyone. And thank you very much for joining us. Do us a favor at the start of the show and smash the like on the video. Give it a thumbs up. Spread it around on social media and get yourself subscribed if you're new to the channel as well. Shout out all the legends in the chat. John Anderson, Shamir, Winford Truckwine, Jim, Chris, Conroy, Gabe, Madhouse, John Anderson, F the Man, Tonk Nash, Mojo, Ibsidat, Alex, 7am there, crikey, mate. Emmanuel, Joshua, Anders Adnam, Nick Pendrigan, Paul Woolley, Mikey, Johnny, Joey, G-Wolf, Eugene, T-Mill, Sue, Seth, and everyone else as well. Thank you very much for joining us for the show today. Do us a favour at the start of this one and hit the thumbs up button. Give it a cheeky little like if you haven't done. And hit the subscribe and all that stuff. I already said that, didn't I? Old Dirty Benjo has been a member of this channel for 21 months. Let's get a hashtag 21 in the live chat as well for this legend as well. And also for Atkins as well. For Atkins 21, my son. Who the fuck is that guy? But anyway, that's what happens when you buy a shirt off eBay. Anyway, Old Dirty Benjo says, forever showing the love, mate. Thank you so much, dude, for being a member all that time. Shout out to you, bro. Hey, Marky Harris, Sativa Breeder, Eddie Trooper, Steve, Sukanashal, Viking Red. Everyone, thanks for joining us. Too many legends to name, but get yourself involved in the chat with the other legends throughout the show. Have your say. We're going to be having a fully interactive show today. We're going to be jumping in and out the chat, hearing your thoughts and opinions on all the latest news as well. But we'll just get straight into it then, folks. So, I mean, we've got positive news from Fabrizio Romano not too long ago today that says that contracts are now ready for Christian Eriksen to sign with Manchester United. Get in there, my son. Just waiting for medical and then it will be completed. All right, nice one. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So that'll be Malacia and Eriksen in there. Nice one, yeah. Squad player! But still, you know, hopefully we do get some really good other top quality signings in. We do need De Jong and these guys. But let's face it, I mean, Eriksen is going to be a backup for Bruno and Malacia is probably going to be a backup for Luke Shaw. So, you know, we have got a couple of good players in, but fucking hell, we also need to do some business for these big boys. Otherwise, we're going to be completely gash at the start of the season, aren't we, folks? So, okay, Eriksen's looking good, guys. Contracts are now ready. He's just got to sign on the dotted line, of course, and then there's medicals. There's, you know, it's done, though, with regards to Christian Eriksen. So that's a great signing, folks. You can't really complain about that. We've got this guy who's highly coveted, who's a good player with lots of experience, who's still only 30, and we've picked him up for free. I think it is a shrewd sign. It's a great signing. I'm looking forward to seeing him play for Manchester United. But as I just said before, he's not somebody that is going to come in and start necessarily. Maybe he will actually be able to beat off the opposition. No, beat off the competition in regards to starting in the team and playing ahead of maybe the likes of Bruno Fernandes. So it's possible that he could do that based on form, and if he feels like, you know, if his quality's there, if Erik ten Hag feels like his performance may be better than what he's going to get from Bruno. He is a great technical player, great pass for the football, etc. Hey there, Marky Harris. Thank you for the two NZ dollar super chat this time. He says Bruno back up for Eriksen. Sack that Porto Mel. Right, I see. Okay. Well, he actually came from Sporting now, but but fair enough. Mark Harris, thank you very much for your thank you very much for your super chat there, my son. You know, Bruno, it depends, doesn't it? They're going to provide competition. Guys, who do you think will start in the team? Let's have a little vote in the live chat. Based on, well, based on what you think of them as both footballers, who do you think will start in the team, Bruno or Eriksen? They might actually both start in the team. It depends what sort of system we're playing, of course. But if we're expected for both of those guys to be competing for the centre attacking mid sort of spot, then I'm thinking it's one or the other. So who do you think will start in Ten Hag's team? Eriksen. Bruno is shite, says Alex Flames. Eriksen, says Chris. Both, says Chris Ryan. Bruno, says Gabe. Eriksen, says Mark Harris. Eriksen, says Jim. Both, says Darren. Bruno and De Jong starts. Eriksen, Bruno. Eriksen. Wow, okay, interesting, guys. Look at that. Everyone is absolutely loving Eriksen here. Aaron Spear, Viking Red. Crikey, I wasn't ready for that, guys. You know what? You guys are a disgrace. Just because Bruno's had one dodgy season. Do you not remember he was a fucking absolute mamma jammer for us, guys, for 18 months? Just match winning, completely fucking doing the bits. Oh, for one gash season, which, by the way, the whole fucking team had. We're just going to say fucking free transfer Brentford boy Christian Eriksen. Guy had a heart attack 2 years ago, for fuck's sake. Bruno Fernandes in his prime. Like, listen, guys, you can't steady on now. Steady on now. Bruno Fernandes all day. Bruno Fernandes is the Portuguese Magnifico. Ten Hag needs to bring him back into contention. Ten Hag needs to get this guy of K back to where he was before this last season just gone. But if he can get him back there, Bruno's the fucking Mac Daddy. He's the one who's going to win you games. He's a fucking match winner, my son. Especially with Cristiano Ronaldo out this side. In fact, with Ronaldo in this side, maybe that's why Bruno was so fucking shy. Take Ronaldo out, maybe Bruno's the Don again. Bruno was fucking awesome for 18 months, guys. And everybody's just going to bench him for Eriksen. I can't believe what I'm hearing here, folks. No. I disagree with you all, guys. I disagree with you all. Bruno Fernandes, for me, is the guy. Okay, Christian Eriksen's coming in and providing competition. Hopefully we'll see the best Bruno Fernandes because of it. Hopefully we will see the best Bruno because of it. He'll have more competition for places. He'll have to perform, otherwise Eriksen will come in and take his place. So we should see a good Bruno Fernandes. And ultimately, the team last season was overall shite. Bruno didn't play that great throughout the season, it has to be said. He had a very inconsistent poor season by his high standards that he set previously at the football club, right? And what we know that he's capable of. But so did everyone else. But also, I feel like with Ten Hag coming in, a new style, new coaching, and a new system, maybe we'll utilise Bruno Fernandes in an actual way that benefits him rather than whatever Rangnick was doing with him, etc. I would suggest that he would come back to his best, guys. So, okay, lots of people saying Christian Eriksen here. I think there's a little thing called recency bias. On the go, we've just signed in this guy, so everyone's high on Eriksen. Give it a couple of shy performances, let you all be singing for Bruno again. No, I'm just kidding. Look, hopefully he comes and does really, really well. Fair play. Look, Eriksen is actually a quality player. In terms of what he's done in the Premier League for Spurs and stuff over the years, he is a fantastic player. I'm very happy to get this guy. He's a technical beast. He's creative, set pieces, fantastic, all the rest of it. He's excellent. Can't fault him, guys. I think it's a really great sign. I'd give it a 10 out of 10 for the fact that it is a squad player, but I would give it a 10 out of 10 for the signing, okay? But Bruno Fernandes, guys, it's, he was running the show for us for a long, long time. People forget. People have got short memories. Alex Flame says Eriksen is the better player. I mean, come on now. He's not. Not on his day, I'm sorry to say. Eriksen's an amazing player, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a fantastic sign, and I think he's an all-round beast. But Bruno Fernandes, I don't think Eriksen's ever put up the statistics that Bruno did in his first 18 months at the football club. Sorry to say, but his goal stats, his assist stats were absolutely next level better than De Bruyne. So, sorry to say, I disagree with that statement, but hey, fair enough. I mean, I can understand why a lot of people might think that's the case. I mean, he is a great player as well. He can sure pick out a pass, that's for sure, Mouse. Very creative, very technical, great pass for the football. Can't fault him, love Eriksen. I just think Bruno, all round, he's going to get you more goals. He's going to get you more matches won, etc. He's just a beast. But there you go. On his day, he hasn't been good for a while. I'll give you that, guys. I'll give you that. Alex says Bruno scored more goals and had more assists than Eriksen last season. Well, there you go. Even the season just gone. To be fair, though, he only played for a few months, though, right? Or do you mean the season before last? Eriksen on set pieces, says Viking Red. Eriksen suits Ten Hag's system better. He holds the ball and doesn't try Hollywood passes 24/7, says Pal Marius. But you see, that's a thing called coaching, though, Pal Marius. So you see, last season, Bruno Fernandes, every time he got the ball, he's looking for some forward pass. He's looking to try and side the opposition open. He's giving the ball away a lot. If the coaches hone that in a little bit and we get him to adapt to a new system, Bruno Fernandes is a great player. I think, come on now. Hey, thank you so much, by the way, for the likes tally there, Vincent Bullock, mate. He says we got 84 likes on the stream. We can do better than that, folks. There's 300 of you legends in here. Smash the like. Kung Fu Canton, other shite out the like. Leave the thumbs up if you haven't done so. It's free. Boost us up there on the algorithm. And also subscribe, guys. Get in the chat. Get yourself involved. Paul Woolley has just become a member of the Bacon Brigade, my son. Dude, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel, Paul Woolley. Let's go. Guys, everyone, welcome in Paul Woolley to the channel membership with your favourite member emoji, guys. Thank you so much, Paul. Mason Gaming's been a member of the channel for 2 months. Thanks for your highlighted member comment, Mason. I'm good, thanks, dude. He says, hi, Piggy, how are you? Mate, I'm spot on. Thanks for asking. Not too bad. Just waking up today, mate. How are you getting on, sir? Thanks so much for the member comment and being a member for 2 months, bro. Let's get a #2 in the chat. So, look, okay, fair enough. Eriksen's had some great seasons for Spurs, but I just think people forgetting about Bruno Fernandes's first half a season when he came in and then his first full season under Ollie. You know, we did finish second that year, guys, and a lot of that was down to Bruno Fernandes being absolutely fantastic for us. So I'm just saying, I think that he can come back to be the starter in this team. I don't necessarily see Eriksen being the guy to come in and dislodge Bruno Fernandes from the side. But he does provide competition. And hey, look, if that's how it pans out, if Eriksen plays better and does better and works in a Ten Hag system better, so more so than Bruno Fernandes, that's the way we're going to have to go. But right now, I think that we've got to see Bruno Fernandes as one of the key players in the team, personally. Let's have some love hearts for Bruno the poor sod, says Madhouse. I know, for fuck's sake, how is Bruno public enemy #1? He was fucking amazing for 18 months. I haven't seen a player come in and have that same sort of impact in a long time. Maybe since, like, I don't know. It's tough to say, guys. You know, Zlatan or something. Like, it's been a while since a player actually came in and was able to be a proper match winner for us and boss it for us in that degree. So Bruno deserves a lot of credit for what he did in that first 18 months. He has charted it the last year. New coach, new system, new manager, etc. He will be back. He will be back. Okay, so yeah. Marky Harris, I don't know. Oh, stop spamming, please, Winford. I think you're. Oh no, two messages. Okay, don't worry, 2 messages. Oh no, he is spamming. Don't spam Winford Trotwine. Well done, Marky Harris, you legend. Alex says it's going to be funny watching everyone get upset with Bruno Fernandes starts most games next season. Yeah. What is people's take on this, guys? I mean, I definitely think that Bruno's going to play more games than Eriksen. Guys, who do you think is going to play more games, Bruno or Eriksen? It's obviously Bruno Fernandes. He's going to play almost all the games, guys. And Eriksen's coming in to sort of help us out and rotate. And he's going to be backing up for Bruno, in my opinion. Thank you, Daniel Lees. Yeah, Wiggy says Bruno surely. Bruno says Gabe. Exactly. So we're having Eriksen as a luxury squad player, in my opinion. Kevin De Bruyne. Eriksen says Marky Harris. Got it, Piggy Swinford. Yeah, don't spam it up, dude. You get sacked off, lad. Just kidding. Right. Okay, so contracts for Eriksen to sign for Manchester United are now, of course, all drawn up. Just waiting for the medical, and then it'll be completed, guys. 3-year deal confirmed. Eriksen will be the next United signing after Tyrell Malacia. So those are a couple of good signings, folks. Malacia is a very good signing. We're just waiting for like official confirmation, sort of both of these ready from the club. But yeah, Eriksen is a great signing. Malacia is a great signing. We've only spent 15 million on those 2 players. It's an absolutely great bit of business, whichever way you look at it. But it's only good business if Man United go in the window and sign some proper first teamers, because I do think these guys are coming in to do squad roles. Paul Woolley, thank you for the $5, mate. He says I'd try Eriksen as a playmaker to help and feed Bruno. Okay, so maybe if he had like the right player alongside him, I suppose that could work. Although I do not see Eriksen playing in a deeper role like that for us. I personally do see him maybe a bit more advanced. But I can see what you're saying. If you're playing a 4-3-3, very attacking setup, and you've got one holding midfielder, one playmaker, and then you've essentially just got like two midfielders, maybe Eriksen and Bruno, who would be just running around and passing the ball around and stuff, but in front of like a De Bruyne who's like deep line playmaker. Sorry, not De Bruyne, sorry, De Jong, fucking hell. So you have that sort of setup, and what that basically means is, yeah, you're very attacking, you're very lightweight, you've got no defensive qualities that much at all, but you should have people who are ballers, passing the ball around well, obviously creating chances, very attacking, reasonably mobile in the sense of like Bruno Fernandes, etc. So, hey, you know, I don't know. I don't like it so much. It doesn't have very good balance to me. But we'll see what goes on. I mean, of course, we've got Lisandro Martinez, who's realistically coming in soon. Just in regards to Martinez, I mean, we'll get on to him in a minute. But before I do, let's just get into the chat, because we're on about... we're talking about Eriksen, the Bruno situation at the moment. So I'll just get into the chat for a minute. Jamie Todd says Bruno doesn't even get in the Burnley first 11. Jamie, stop. Put the crack pipe down, sir. Yeah, Alex says, you're an idiot, Jamie Todd. Exactly, he is. Palpud says, guys, how do I become a member here? Oh, okay, well, I don't know if one of the mods can bang a link in the chat for you, or there is a blue join button somewhere next to the subscribe button if you want. But no pressure, mate. We treat everyone the same here on this channel. Zayn Miyassi. How's it going, Zayn Miyassi? Getting in here with a super chat, my son. What is going on, Zayn? Thank you very much. He says, Piggy, Chelsea could get Neymar, Ronaldo, and you won't be finishing third. What happens when Ronaldo does a Sue hat-trick at Stamford Bridge against you? Alas, Vardy could be joining us. For a start, he wouldn't do that against us, mate. You know, I mean, for a start, even if he wouldn't go there for a start, but if he did go there, he wouldn't do that against us, mate. I remember the first game back when Cristiano Ronaldo came to Old Trafford when he left for Real Madrid, and he did score, didn't he? He did score, and but it was the most low-key celebration you ever see from Cristiano Ronaldo. He was just like, yeah, I'm not going to really celebrate because, you know, it's United. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know about that. Same Yassi, I think you're talking raw shite yet again, sir. And who the fuck wants to be third? Yeah, Daryl. Zayn Miyassi says, you're not going to get third. Who cares about getting third, mate? It's about top four, lad. In Zayn Miyassi's mind, there is no top four. It's just a top three these days. He's cut it down to try and justify Arsenal being so shite and missing out on it every single year. Oh, anyway, so thank you for that, though, Zayn Miyassi. Let's get some hashtag delusion in the live chat for this guy. I appreciate you, my son. Thank you very much. Hey, look, Neymar, I don't know what's going on with Neymar. We don't want Neymar at Man United, that's all I know. But, you know, he is a quality player, but he's just not right for what we're trying to do. Chelsea, good luck to him. But they're not going to get Ronaldo, folks. We'll get on to Ronaldo in a little bit, folks. We'll get into Ronnie in a minute. Let's just cover the rest of the transfer news, the new stuff. So, also update late last night from Fabrizio Romano, which says that Erik ten Hag wants Manchester United to be fast on Lisandro Martinez. The player is pushing to leave Ajax. He's been very clear. Ten Hag wants Lisandro after Malacia and Eriksen. Piggy, Simon Cowie, thank you so much, Simon, for the super chat there, mate. He says, Pig, Bruno can play with Eriksen in a 4-2-3-1. Like this, De Gea, Dalot, Martinez, Maguire, Malacia, De Jong, Eriksen, Sancho, Fernandes, Garnacho, Martial. Okay. Fair enough, Simon. Thank you, bro. Well, he can play in there with him in a 4-2-3-1. But where are you going to have him, lad? You're playing him deeper alongside De Jong, right? That's not really his best position, mate. I mean, I guess he can play there, but his best position, in my opinion, is playing in the hole. You know, that's where I would have Christian Eriksen. Same goes for Juan Mata. Like, before he left, it's like he wasn't playing there because he wasn't getting in the team. But that is actually Juan Mata's best position, is in the hole. So I personally think Eriksen's best position is there as well. But look, I guess he could play there, Simon. I'm not saying he can't play there. He's a great passer, and so therefore he could play there. I just feel like he's very creative, and he could probably be better a bit advanced more up the pitch. But I don't know, folks. I mean, I just can't really see him playing alongside anybody other than an absolute midfield destroyer in a midfield 2 or something. But then again, I don't know. Hey, Kerry Smart, thank you so much for your super chat, bro. He says, having a cheeky strongbow on my birthday, hashtag Cardiff. Mate, let's get a happy birthday in there. Happy birthday to you, Kerry Smart, mate. Thank you so much for getting in here. Cheeky little strongbow, is it? Dark fruits or just regular? Kerry Smart, thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Happy birthday to Kerry, everyone. I would sing, but I've just got up, mate. I don't feel like it. Nice one. Yeah, that's exactly it, Marky Harris. Exactly. Eriksen loves it in the hole, mate. Same Yassi with a 4.49 super chat says, go on, watch Jesus goals on YouTube. He's an £80 million player. He was a squad player. When he plays all the time for us, he'll bag 25 goals. Same Yassi coming in here with some raw, unadulterated, fermented shite. Zayn, what are you on, bro? Honestly, sometimes I do wonder. But anyway, go and watch Jesus goals on YouTube. Okay, fair enough. I'll do that, mate. How long's the video? About 1 minute 26? You know what I mean? He scored fucking 8 last season, Zayn, man. I'll watch that. Yeah, I'll watch that next time I'm having a wee, bro. By the end of my piss, we should have watched the old video, son. You know what I said? No problem, Zayn. I'll check that out later. No, you know what, though, saying he is a good player, but he's just not a goal-scoring phenom like that. He's not going to get you 25 goals. How has he gone from getting eight goals at Man City in 29 starts or whatever? Or, sorry, not starts, appearances, so maybe bench, got off the bench and stuff like that. But still, how is he not featuring, not getting more goals than that City side? And how is Pep Guardiola happy to just discard him, let him go, so that they can go and get Erling Haaland. Why is he happy to do that? I'll tell you why he's saying, because he's fucking bang average, son. He's decent, he's good, so what? He's the Harry Maguire of Brazilian forwards, dude. He's fucking bang average, mate, in all fairness. So, I'm sorry to say, that's exactly it, Palpad. He's not world class. He's good, he's decent, but so what? Pep doesn't want good or decent. Man United don't want good or decent, mate. We want fucking great. And he's not great, he's just good. Yeah. Marky Harris, thank you for getting in here with another one, mate. He says, save NHS from Zayn. Up the meds. Drop Arteta. Drop P45 soon. Mate, thank you so much, Mark Harris. I think so too. I think Arteta's getting sacked before the end of the season. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you think Arteta's going to get sacked before the end of the season. Let me know, guys. I do. Right, okay, so so thanks for that, Zane. Just to get back into the news then, right, let's get back on the old Martinez tip. So, look, Ten Hag wants Man United to be quick on the situation with Martinez. Of course, we want to get as many players in before the tour as possible. We go away on the 8th of July, which is only 3 days away now. And so, okay, these guys can join up with us. There's a sense, really, in regards to both De Jong and Martinez that neither of them are realistically going to be on the plane ready to go away on tour, are they? It's probably not going to happen. We can push for it as much as possible, and maybe they'd be able to meet up with us after just a game or two. But at the moment, it's not looking too likely that either De Jong or Martinez will be through the door by the 8th. Hopefully De Jong could be. Hopefully Martinez could be. But right now, you know, it's not looking too likely. It would have to be rushed through pretty quick. So we've got 2 players coming, which is Christian Eriksen and Malacia. We just haven't, of course, got Lisandro Martinez realistically through the door before we go away on tour. And De Jong, I'm sorry to say, I mean, crikey, that is the saga that could rage on all summer long for all we know. It's taken a long time to agree a few poxy add-ons, isn't it, folks? Hey, Jim Watkins, I'm good today. Thanks for asking, bud. Malacia announcement very soon indeed, ZX Flames. Absolutely, that'll be coming very, very soon indeed, sir. So, you know, so in regards to Martinez, we're working on the deal, guys. We're trying to push for it. I mean, this is from the European lad on Twitter, who's a Ajax fan page, and it says, I'm not holding a grudge for Lisandro Martinez' decision to leave Ajax. He gave everything for this club from the first minute he arrived, performed incredibly consistently and on a very high level. Very disappointed we're about to lose him, but he's totally earned his move. So, you know, strong praise, great words from the Ajax fan base here in regards to this guy. Obviously, he's obviously been a great player for them, guys, and Ten Hag's done really well developing over the last 3 seasons. And now we're going to have him at United, hopefully, anyway. Of course, Arsenal understood to still have some sort of an interest. Maybe they pulled out. Maybe the path is clear for Manchester United. We can get a deal done for a reported 50 million euros. So we just need to get the deal done and pay the money. Okay, well, we're going to try and negotiate a couple of million down on the deal. But really, we just need to pay the money to get this deal finalised, get him in before the tour if we can, certainly before the game against Liverpool or around about that time. It's just imperative we get as many players in through the door as possible to have Ten Hag working with them for the pre-season. So Martinez deal is looking positive. We are pushing for the situation. We are trying to get the deal done, and Ten Hag wants him as soon as possible, ideally before Friday. But let's be honest now, it's now Tuesday, and paperwork, medicals, and things like this take a little bit of time. Thank you, Michael Murray and Jarrett Sue, for hitting the subscribe button to the channel. Thank you so much for hitting the sub up. If you're new to the channel, guys, do what those legends have done and hit that subscribe button. We're on here daily giving you the United news. Also, drop a like on the video, everybody. If you're just joining us, boost us up there on the algorithm. Help us against the clickbait wankers and also the corporation channels by dropping a big thumbs up, hit the like, it's free, and get yourself involved in the chat with the legends. Hey, Midhunter, thank you for the £2 super chat. You legend. He says, you absolute legend. No, you're a legend, my son. Dude, thank you, man. Can we get a Sue in the live chat? We're going to have to stop doing that soon, guys. I'm really sad about it. Ronaldo might be gone. I guess we're going to have to talk about Ronaldo at some point in this video. I'm putting it off. But I guess we're going to have to talk about Ronaldo at some point in the video. But yeah, let's get a Sue in there for him. But I do feel sad that that's all going to have to stop. Especially if this guy goes to a rival, which isn't going to happen in all fairness. Just on Ronaldo then, guys. Okay, so he's missed training again, right? He doesn't give a toss, does he? Even though Man United's paying him ridiculous amount of money to turn up for work, he's not turning up for work, guys. I'm sorry to say, we may have done him a bit dirty in the sense that we haven't got Champions League football, but you know what? It's as Roy Keane would say, Just do your job. That's your job. Do your job, you know? So I am a little bit pissed off with Ronaldo at the moment, in all fairness. Can we get a P-I-U-U-U in the live chat? Because it's absolutely poo, this situation, honestly. Training at Portugal's bloody national complex, you know, not coming to training, not turning up. It's a disgrace and a nonsense. We got a fab tweet, haven't we? Let's see what this is all about. Thank you very much for letting me know, bud. Let's see what the latest tweet is. Oh, nice. Official announcement coming very soon for Malacia as new Manchester United player. It will be confirmed in the afternoon, matter of minutes. From the exclusive news of the deal hijacked last Tuesday to the official statement coming today, here we go, confirmed. Oh, get in there, my son. Malacia is basically done, my friends. Come on, let's go. Here we go, confirmed. Brilliant. Well, we knew that. We knew that was coming, so that's good news, guys. So that's just come out 7 minutes ago from Fab. I'll get it up on the screen so you guys can see what's going on. Let me just replace that. But yeah, that's really good news, guys. So that's just come out 7 minutes ago. Obviously, Malacia is going to be confirmed any moment now. As you can see here, official announcement soon from Manchester United. It will be confirmed in the afternoon, matter of minutes. From the exclusive news of the deal hijacked to Tuesday to the official statement there. So excellent, excellent scenes. We have now essentially signed Malacia. Let's get a hashtag welcome Malacia in the live chat. Finally a signing incoming. So yeah, Malacia done. It's an excellent piece of business in all fairness, guys, getting that situation wrapped up for the money. You can't really fault that transfer. Just on that transfer, you can't really fault that transfer. 15 million euros. He is just essentially going to be a player that's in rotation with Luke Shaw more likely than not, though. So Luke Shaw's probably going to be the #1 starter in the team still, and then Malacia's going to come in and challenge him for his space. Or we could be totally wrong, and Ten Hag could just go straight with him raw and have him starting. Let's ask the live chat, folks. Who do you think's going to start then, first game of the season? Who do you think's going to start, Luke Shaw or Tyrell Malacia? Let's ask the live chat. Get your votes and opinions in there, guys. You think Malacia is the future, says Palpud. Yeah, that's right. Yes, I know, Jim Watkins. Hopefully Martinez coming in soon. Thank you, Paul McMillan. Says, great channel, 9% certain I'm going to join. Keep it up, lads. Nice one. Thank you, Paul McMillan. Top man, top man. Shaw says Paul Woolley. Shaw says James. Shaw says Palpud. Malacia is much better, says Daryl. Shaw says Rajon. Malacia says Jim. Shaw says Marky Harris. Shaw says Liam H. Shaw says Matthew Adateo. Malacia says Daryl and United Forever. Georgie Ivanov, what's going on, says Shaw. If fit, Dizzy says Shaw. I think, guys, in terms of the left-back spot so far at United, really, Luke Shaw's 26. He's been here for 6 or 7 seasons. He's got the experience. He's got that Premier League tempo and everything, or does he, because he eats too many pies, maybe. But other than that, he's got the tempo midfield. He's got the feel of the Premier League. Like, it makes sense for him to start the Premier League campaign, really, and for Malacia to try and force his way in there, and also, you know, develop as a sort of backup understudy, but with the idea that one day he's gonna take over from Fatty Luke. And I'm not calling him Fatty Luke because he's actually fat. It's just a bit of a fun nickname, like Fat Frank. Frank Lampard wasn't fat either, was he? He had a bit of jowly action on the go there, but he wasn't fat, was he? You know, it's just a bit of fun, guys. I'm a fat bastard, you know what I mean? Yeah, but Chubba Luke, he needs to get himself sorted out, you know what I'm saying? No, anyway. So Luke Shaw probably will be starting in the team. But then again, Malacia, hey, look, if Ten Hag really, really wants to try and develop him, if he's got full-on faith in this guy's abilities to do the job for him, then I'm pretty sure he will select Malacia. So we have to wait and see what that is. What I like about it is it just gives us great competition. He's like the next up-and-coming left-back in the team, and Luke Shaw better perform to the best of his abilities, otherwise he's going to be out of the team. It sort of reminds me of that season when we got Telles in, and we got Alex Telles in, and Telles didn't really get to play all that much because Luke Shaw all of a sudden turned into a beast, and he was keeping Telles out of the side, and he was absolutely playing really well, and he had a really good season. And that was probably down to the fact that there was finally some worthy competition in the team. That seemed to go to shite last season. I don't know why. But there you go. Telles also is probably likely to leave. Let's have a little keep or sell vote in the live chat for Alex Telles. Keep or sell, guys. Thank you, McTalkative, for subscribing to the channel, mate. Get in there. Hey, thank you, Paul McMillan, you legend. He's become a member of the channel. Sue! Guys, can we all get your favourite Bacon Brigade emoji in there to welcome Paul in to channel membership, mate? Come on. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, my son. Let's go. Paul McMillan, I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you very much, man. What a legend. Welcome, Paul. Keep, says Daryl. Sell, says Palmarius. Tell us his crap. Sell him, says Joe Go. Jim says sell him. Sell says Tonk Nash. Sell says ZX Flames. Keep, sell, keep, sell. Okay, most people want to sell him. It doesn't really add up to keep him all that much, does it? Maybe for extra depth. Maybe if you're looking to use him as a winger, because he could do that, to be fair. If you need somebody to come on in the last 20 minutes of a game off the bench and Rashford shagged or something, then yeah, you could stick Tellez on the left wing. I guess he would get some good balls in and could actually play there. He just can't defend to save his life. That's all. So yeah, Tellez could still have some sort of a roller squad, but it's just not worth it, is it? We might as well cash in. We might as well try and get 10 mil, 12 mil back for him and sell him somewhere. Porto, of course, understood to have some sort of interest in maybe taking him back for the right price. We got him from Porto. What was it we paid for him? About 12 or 13 million. Very cheap deal in the end. So we can't expect to get a huge amount of money for the guy, but it's more wages off the books, and it's another player that's not really going to play that much. And he's also another player there that's just halting the development of a youngster, because Malacia is going to need to play there, and also even Alvaro Fernandez, etc. These sort of youngsters, give them some game time here or there as a third choice back, as a third choice left back. We don't really need to have 4 players there, do we? So Tellez out, in my opinion. It does make sense to get rid of that guy and just cash in. Our signers are woeful, says Pedro Sanchez. Hello there, Red Chill from Portugal. Ronaldo deserved better, don't you think, says Red Chill. It's not really the fact that he does. I mean, yes, he deserves better than Europa League. He definitely does. I can understand why he wants to leave. But Man United, really, it's just down to the owners being terrible. The management last season was a debacle. And, of course, the rest of the squad are shite. And so I don't blame Ronaldo for wanting to go. Let's just get on to Cristiano then, guys. I do not blame Cristiano Ronaldo for wanting to go. But I do think it's a little bit gash that he's not turned up for training. I mean, this guy's being paid a shitload of cash by Manchester United. Do your job, mate. Be professional. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want to be here, fine. We can work on a new club. But fucking turn up, my son. You know what I mean? He's still being paid by Manchester United. So it's supposed to be down to family reasons, though. But, it doesn't add up to me, guys. It's obviously, what it is he's looking for a new club. George Mendes is talking to other clubs. And I guess he doesn't want to go back and start if he's not going to be there very long, if he's moving on. Now, from Man United's point of view, we don't really want to sell Cristiano Ronaldo. We don't have to sell Cristiano Ronaldo. He's contracted to the football club. However, we don't really want a want-away player. Can we do that to Ronaldo? Can we keep him hostage here to Ronaldo? No, it's not really worth it, is it? I guess you've got to let him go, but we have to get money for Ronaldo. We've got to get a good deal for Ronaldo. He's worth too much to this football club just to let him go for nothing. So, we've got to make sure the deal is right for us. We can't just let him go for 5 million quid or something. It's ridiculous. This guy's a commercial beast. He's worth fortunes to this football club every single year. And also, he's just a great player. He's a 20-plus a goal season man in the Premier League right now, which we don't have. So we shouldn't be letting him go anywhere. I'm going back and forth between the whole thing in my mind, whether or not it's just a case of, if he wants to go, then piss off. I'm sorry to say, if you don't want to be here, I can understand it, and we haven't provided in the club and the situation and the season that he wants, and the squad and the teammates that he wants to be able to do what he wants to achieve. So I totally understand why he wants to go, right? But at the same time, I kind of feel like, hey, we're paying you, mate. We can't get a good deal for you right now. Just fucking come and play for us, pal. Come and play for us. That's it. Get your head down. Sulk if you want. You've got to play. That's sort of how I feel about Ronaldo right now. He's still being paid by Manchester United, guys. So there you go. I mean, obviously, we don't know what the situation is with Ten Hag and Ronaldo. Have they spoken? Is Ronaldo even happy with the appointment of Ten Hag? That's what you have to think about. Ten Hag's style. People were saying, maybe Ronaldo can't play in a Ten Hag system where he likes to press from the front and all this stuff. Is Ten Hag a big enough name? Let's face it, he's only managed Ajax and he's not been winning the major tournaments or anything. So let's face it, in terms of like the big name managers, he's not that big of a name manager, really. I think he's a good manager for United and he'll probably develop the team really well. And it's sort of what we need, really, rather than going for one of those big name tossers. However, it's still not a big name manager, really. And then aside from that, his teammates, he's looking around the dressing room. He's got a bloody tombstone slab as a captain looking over at him. The midfield's a debacle, and he's looking at the lack of ambition that Man United have had in the window. We haven't signed any players. He was looking for wholesale improvements, of course. If you're Ronaldo, you're looking for us to bring in top-quality players already this window. People like De Ligt and De Jong and Anthony and loads of other players as well, just in order to be able to compete next season, because he knows that he had to play with a bunch of fucking melters last season, and these players were no good, and they let the team down, and he was doing half of the bloody business on his own, and it was just a complete struggle. He knows that if there's going to be any success at Manchester United, we needed to change that. And we haven't done, to be fair. Even these two signings that we've got coming in, it's great news and stuff. Malacia and Eriksen, fantastic, cool, nice one. But again, it doesn't really improve the starting 11 that much. In my opinion, we need to get the midfielders, the deep midfielders, and the defence sorted out. If that was the case, maybe Ronaldo would feel a little bit more confident that we could win the Europa, win the Premier League, probably not the Premier League, but win the FA Cup or something, if we actually had a really good squad that's been assembled over the summer. But so far, that hasn't been the case. And so he's obviously got the hump. It wasn't something that he was looking to do a month ago when the window opened. Otherwise, he would have done it then. So he was prepared to give United a cheeky little bit of a chance just to see if we could sign any beast players. And we failed him, guys. We have failed the guy. And I don't feel we should be bitter towards Ronaldo in all fairness, because look, you can't really blame him, can you? You can't blame this guy, can you? Would you expect Lewis Hamilton to drive around Silverstone in a fucking VW Beetle? I don't think you would you? He needs the classiest, the best F1 car, my friend. He doesn't drive around in a fucking, in a soccer mom car. You know what I'm saying, guys? So that's what I'm saying here, really. Ronaldo needs the best of the best, because he is the best. He's the best of the best. And if you're going to be the best, then you have to play with the best teams, the best players, and also play in the best competitions. So, Ronaldo, I'm sorry to say, but he's probably gone. He's probably gone. What do you think, guys? Ronaldo, stay or go? Have you had enough of him now? Have you had enough of this debacle and this situation? Do you think we should just cut our losses and start afresh and look to the future? Stay or go? What do you think, folks? It's a tough one for me. I'm so torn in some ways. In some ways, I think we should play hardball with him and just keep him because he's so good. But if he's not really going to even turn up for training, if he's not even going to give it his all, if he's not going to be the same player because he just doesn't want to be here, then it is a major concern. However, he does have the World Cup coming up in Qatar in November, right? And so surely if you just let the transfer window close and he's still a Man United player, he's going to do what Harry Kane did last season and then just commit the season to United. He will be unhappy, but he'll have to in order to play and be sharp, etc. So as much as it's horrible to do, I think we should just keep him. Go, says Philip Chapman. Stay, says CV. Stay one more season, says Ghost. Send him to Chelsea, says Bond Servant. Bye, Chris. Go, says Chris. Vincent says, stay Ronaldo. Go, says Nathan Phelps. Nice one, G. If I have a look after the stream, my man. Go, says Sativa Breeder. Mohammed says, Ronaldo, go. Arsenal Manic says, go. Hamzat Patel says, go. Fair play, my son. Any De Jong update, says S. said. Yeah, there is a De Jong update, mate, if you want it. Hey, we're only 6 likes away. I'll get onto the De Jong update in a minute. It's a shite update. Let's talk about Ronaldo for a little bit more first, to be fair. But, yeah, let me just, he stays. He's probably screaming, says, G-Wolf United. Yeah, that's right. I saw that one, G-Wolf, about 20 minutes ago. Thanks, boss. You're a legend, G-Wolf. Superstar says, but it was his choice to come here, and he knew where the club was at. Not showing up to training is pathetic, though. That is pathetic, but actually, you say that it's his choice to come in and he knew where the club was at. Let's just analyse that for a second. When he came in, the club had just finished second in the Premier League and just failed to win the Europa League on penalties. So, in terms of the season, and we finished third the season before, Ollie was doing pretty well up to that point, really. Okay, didn't win the Europa. That was one of his first bits of his major downfall, really. But he was coming in to maybe build on that. So I actually kind of disagree with that statement. I think that Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo coming in, if you saw those guys coming into the team, particularly Varane, with who he has that relationship with, and you saw those guys going into the team on the back of finishing second, now being in the Champions League, you would probably think that you'd be able to kick on and at least be challenging the next season if you're Ronaldo with that team, with that guy. So actually, he came into this in a position of we're a Champions League team who might be able to challenge for things, and hopefully he'll be the difference maker to be able to close the gap on the likes of City and Liverpool, etc. That was really the idea. However, it's not panned out that way. We then went to implode that season, even with Varane, Sancho, and Ronaldo in the team. And so we finished 6th. So he did come here originally in a much better position when the club was in a good position. So It's just how it is. I think personally, it's changed. The goalposts have changed, man. The goalposts have completely changed at the football club, and that's why Ronaldo wants to go. Yeah, you're all good, says Colin McNabb. He has family's issues. Don't be mean, says Eddie Benson. Hey, look, fair enough. If it's all legitimate and his family issues are 100% legitimate, then okay. I mean, I don't know too much personally about what's going on with his family issues. But hey, look, if that's the case and he's legit going to come back to training soon, then look, it's fine. It's just that obviously the timing, 2 days ago, it's been put out there by his agent, by his team, that he wants to leave Manchester United. So timing-wise, it doesn't look very convincing, does it? Timing-wise, it doesn't look very convincing to me. Nice one, guys. We smashed 200 likes on the stream. We nearly got 500 legends watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Smash the like on it if you haven't done so. We can get to 250 likes. And also, if you're new to the channel, guys, hit the subscribe. We're on here every single day, and we give you the no bullshit latest Man United news in a concise way, afternoon and evening, and cover all the latest breaking news as well. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you click the bell icon as well so you get notifications. You never thought Ron would do a Paul Pogba, says Ahmad Sharif. He can't be bothered to work. Do one, says Chris Parker. There's no protecting him. He knew 6 or more weeks ago, no Champions League. The timing is really bad. There is protecting him, Sadiva Breeder. This is my protection for Ronaldo for his position. This is very bad and it doesn't look good. But listen to me. So he was prepared to give us a chance, bud. Otherwise, he would have done this a month ago. Of course he would have done. If he made this decision, and hey, look, he knew we were having Europa League football this season. He knew that. And this isn't an overnight thing. This is an accumulation of frustration over the course of the summer. Looking around thinking, crikey, McFred's still going to be playing in midfield. Holy shit, the human slab's captain. What the fuck's going on here? That's what this is. This is an accumulation of frustration over the summer. I don't think this is how he was necessarily feeling a month ago. Maybe he was torn a month ago. Maybe he was undecided. But I personally think he was waiting to see what Man United did within the first month of the transfer window. He knew, with us finishing 35 points off of City and in 6th place and missing out in the Champions League, that really the Glazers should have the most ambitious window out of any football club in the league. If we're to get back to where we should be the ones having the most ambitious window and doing the most business in a lot of ways. Did that materialise? No. In fact, it's only just got to the 5th of July now, and we're about to announce our first player, Malacia. It's kind of ridiculous, isn't it, folks? It's been a pathetic transfer window so far. So from that point of view, Ronaldo's very frustrated, and this is, in my opinion, why it's now happened now. Because he was hoping for De Jong to be done. He was hoping for us to improve in a whole bunch of different areas and get a really good squad, capable of winning things, capable of getting trophies. Maybe he'd be prepared to give up on his Champions League legacy for this season, or adding to his legacy, if it meant that we had a really good chance of winning some other trophies. But he's all about the trophies, guys. He's an elite player with an elite mentality. He wants to win the trophies. He wants to be one of the best clubs in the world. And you can't really dispute the fact that United at the moment in the Europa League are not providing what he needs. So you can't really blame Ronaldo, guys, but at the same time, he's got to be professional. But he was also led down the garden path, I think. I think he was expecting Man United to have a lot better transfer movement this summer and have a much more impressive set of players signed already. Maybe if we'd have gone in and got Darwin Núñez at the start and De Jong early doors and Anthony and Timber and, done all of these business already, then we wouldn't be having this conversation now. It's possible. I think Ronaldo's mindset's changed because we could all see the frustration at the football club just with how shite this club have recruited so far this summer. So it doesn't surprise me. If I'm Ronaldo, I'm looking to get out as well, because you don't want Maguire leading you next season, do you? Thank you, Nora Def, Chumla, Marnie, for subscribing to the channel. Really appreciate that. Yes, indeed, Stephen. We got an imminent announcement. There it is. It's up on the screen there. Fabrizio Romano. Official announcement coming very soon for Malacia as new Manchester United player. It will be confirmed in the afternoon. Matter of minutes. From the exclusive news, the deal hijacked last Tuesday. So let me go to Man United's Twitter and just double get that up, just in case we missed an official announcement. But it does look like, anytime soon this afternoon, Malacia will be announced, which is great news, folks. He's a good signing for good money, but, it's just a good addition to the squad as opposed to a key player within the team. That's what pisses me off about this. And this is what I'm saying. Like, Ronaldo's looking at this, going, okay, Malacia and Eriksen, those are good signings, but fucking hell, where's the key players? Where's the starters? Where's the world-class ballers here? Eriksen's a great player, by the way. but you know what I mean. He's looking around the rest of the team, going, where are these guys? Ronaldo should stay and Maguire, Fred and Telles should go, says Franklin Topachuk. 100%, mate. Oh, yeah, I'd love to keep Ronaldo. Get rid of Maguire. He can do one immediately, and those other guys could do one as far as I'm concerned also. Simon Cowie, thank you for your super chat, boss. He says, Pig, Ronaldo is being as selfish as Pogba, and we were angry at Pogba for 400k a week, and because we're in the Europa League, which means nothing. He either plays or goes. He should get the Pogba treatment. Yeah, respect, Simon. You can't be having a player not turning up for training when you are paying them the money. If it's down to family reasons, okay, but it just seems very coincidental, the fact that it's happened when he's announced that he wants to leave, so, or it's been announced that he wants to leave. So, thank you, Simon Cowie. Yeah, Ronaldo, guys, are you Ronaldo in or Ronaldo out now based on his actions here? Because this guy's not turning up for training. He wants to go. Should we even, what should we do? What's the point? So David Ornstein, gave us an update earlier on and just said that Ronaldo not expected to attend Man United pre-season training for a second consecutive day, citing family reasons. It's currently unclear if and when the 37-year-old will return. Man United head on to the tour on Thailand and Australia on Friday. So this guy's not back here yet for the tour. He's not in the training. It's likely that he's not going to be featuring for Manchester United. Lots of people saying Ronaldo out in the live chat. Look at that. Let him go. Conroy, Sativa, Aaron Spear, Daryl, Chris Parker, Paul Miller, all saying out. If he really wants to go, if he really doesn't want to turn up for training, then yeah, okay, we've got to let him go. You've got to let him go, and you can't have any sort of toxicity within that dressing room. And also, he's on a lot of money, and if he's not prepared to turn up for work when we're paying him all that money, he's having a stinking double daymare, this guy. So yeah, he's got to find him the wage. I mean, just a bit of interesting information. I don't know if it's 100% legit. This is from Samuel Luckhurst from the MEN, but Samuel Luckhurst says that he reported this morning at 11:12 a.m. that Man United's failure to qualify for the Champions League has triggered a 25% reduction on players' salaries, which sources close to Cristiano Ronaldo say has upset the player. His basic weekly wage is now £360,000 a week. Right? Is that true, guys? I mean, that's been reported by Samuel Luckhurst, but that doesn't sound true to me. I mean, okay, maybe some of the players would have a clause like that in their contract, unless it's just a blanket clause that every player has to agree to if they don't get Champions League football there at the club. But I mean, okay, Samuel Luckhurst is reporting that's the case. 25% reduction on wages. Surely that's not what it is that's annoying Ronaldo. In all fairness, I think that's just I personally think this is just some kind of nonsense story, in all fairness, but there you go. His weekly wages supposedly are less now. Yeah, that's right, superstar. I mean, generally the MEN, it's not the best, is it? But in regards to the failure to qualify for the Champions League, I mean, some players may have a clause like that in their contract. I think that might be the case, but I really don't think it would be a blanket thing for the whole squad. And I don't see a player like Cristiano Ronaldo agreeing to that. Like when his contract's drawn up, there's no way that his legal team would miss that, and his agent, etc., would miss that and agree to that, because they just wouldn't agree to that. So I think it's actually bollocks, to be honest. Hey, Gungshi, your legend, he says, if he clearly doesn't want to be here, why should we try to force him to stay? It would just end up causing more problems. If he is hell bent on leaving, then we need to find a replacement ASAP. Gungshi, yes, I know, that's it. I know, it leaves us in the lurch a little bit. If this had happened a month ago, I think we'd all feel a lot better about it. Maybe you can't blame him because he wanted to see what we were doing in the window. But we haven't got that much time now, have we, to find a suitable replacement? Who are we going to get, guys? Let's ask the live chat. If you could just sign one player to replace Cristiano Ronaldo, realistically, don't say Lewandowski because it's not realistic. Realistically, who is it? One player, and you can't really replace Ronaldo because he's too much of a goal scorer. But yeah, if you could sign one player, who would it be? I quite like Christopher Nkunku because he can actually play anywhere. So you could play him striker, CAM, could even play CM, left mid, right mid. He can play anywhere. So I like that guy because he's versatile. Vlahovic says Primot. Yeah, undoubted good player. Sol Campbell says, you what? Rainier Jesus says Zeno Rose. Nabry says Chris the only one. Patrick Schick is a good shout, Agrippa Chinhara. Yeah, we can get Patrick Schick. ZX Flame says Skamaka. Skamaka says Tyler and Jim. Tammy Abraham says Mikey. Mitrovic says Torkamu. You what? Well, he did score 40 plus goals in the championship. Skamaka says A-Bub and ZX Flames. Nice one. Okay, guys. Schick, says Pedro. Good little shortlist we created there. Belotti, DeBallo, Belotti. Batistuta now. That was a player. Schick Oscar Maka says Superstar. Vardy. All right, fair enough, folks. Well, you know, there's some good players there that we could get in instead, but none of them are going to score you as many as Cristiano Ronaldo, in all fairness. But in the future, maybe they could. This is what actually... So let's look at it from a positive point of view. If Ronaldo was to go, we're missing out on a great player right now who's commercially a beast and also on the football pitch is going to score you a load of goals. And we just love him, don't we? We love to watch a Ronaldo play. So we're missing out on that. We're missing out on the whole aura, the whole experience, and also the quality in the goals. However, in the future... And in the short term, it may be bad, but in the long-term future, it's going to be good for United in some ways. Because it means that Man United this summer, if Ronaldo goes, we kind of have to spend money in other positions of the team. Maybe United do end up going for Tielemans when otherwise we wouldn't have done. Maybe we do end up going for Anthony at Ajax when otherwise we wouldn't have done, etc. So maybe it does actually help bring around a change in personnel at this football club a little bit quicker. Maybe we do get an extra couple of players to compensate for the Ronaldo loss. So I'm just trying to stay positive here, guys, and hope that this fucking absolute bloody pie-fingering bunch of melter recruitment team can get some players in because Ronaldo's going. If that's the case, I wouldn't be necessarily opposed to it. Thank you so much, Zamiassi, for getting in here with a super chat, my son. Sue. He says, why don't you swap Ronaldo for Benzema? Hey, now I like your style, but again, you have to ask yourself, why would Benzema come to Man United right now? I know we're a huge club, but we can't offer teams, we can't offer players Champions League football. Imagine him, Arsenal should go for Benzema, says Zane. Imagine him and Jesus. Fuck, you know, well, just as I've said, Zamiassi, he probably won't go somewhere that doesn't have Champions League football, but no doubt Benzema is an absolute baller, and he would be brilliant. But, yeah, again, I don't think it's very realistic, my friend. Pedram Ascari, thank you for your $2 super chat. He says, what about Zaha? Man United is so gashed, this sucks. Nah, Zaha sucks, bro. No, I don't mind Zaha. Zaha's pretty good. Don't we have a buyback clause on Zaha for a reasonable amount of money? That's what I heard. Maybe that was... I can't remember, but I think we got some sort of clause on Zaha, don't we? So it's interesting. I mean, he's a good player, but no, he's not going to be the answer to replace Cristiano Ronaldo, is he? Headless chicken Zaha. You know what I mean? He's not going to be the one. Sean Nettleton, yes, mate, Malacia is a red. Get in there, my son. Let's go. Ah, there it is, my friend. He has been announced by Manchester United. Brilliant stuff. Sue. Get in there, everyone. Malacia is a red. Love it. Oh, hang on a sec. I've got to change my thumbnail here, guys. I've got a thumbnail, guys, for it and everything. It's happened while we're live, but hey, it's cool. Let's get this up. Malacia. Wait a second. Oh, bollocks. I haven't got it to hand. Anyway, yeah, I'm not getting excited about a left back. There is some news on De Jong, Gungshi. We'll get into that in a moment, bud. Hang on a sec. Let me just get this up on... Let me just update this. Malacia. Yeah, there you go. Malacia official. So I'll just save that. And replace this thumbnail here, guys. Right, guys, if somebody could just give the stream a refresh and tell me if the thumbnail's updated, that would be brilliant. But there you go. Malacia is a done deal, guys. It is official. That has been announced by Manchester United. They have tweeted out just now and said, forged at Feyenoord, made for Manchester. Tyrell Malacia is United ready. Hashtag welcome Tyrell. Let's get a hashtag welcome Tyrell in the live chat, guys. Thank you so much to you guys for letting me know. Sean there in the chat. Let's get a hashtag welcome Tyrell in the live chat because he is a Manchester United player. Thank you for subscribing there, Shadow Injustice Gaming. Roland Gout as well. Hey there, Herodi. What's going on, mate? How you getting on, bro? It's, well, 0793. I hope you're good as well, boss. He says, mate, painful to see a giant like United Man U being so gash, mate. Hey, tell me about it, mate. We're the ones who are looking having to support this gash. Welcome, Tyrell. There it is, folks. Thank you, everyone, for putting that in the live chat. We just hit 250 likes as well, everyone. Thank you for dropping that thumbs up button on the stream. Hit the like on it. Smash that thumbs up. Get yourself involved in the chat with the legends. And let's get this sucker to 300 likes. But Malacia is done, guys. That's great news. We needed some positive news. He is officially the first signing of Manchester United this summer. But as we said earlier on, he's just going to be somebody that come in and give competition to Luke Shaw at this stage. And in the future, he's going to probably be a very good player for us. But at the moment, this is not a key signing. It's not a position of the team that we really massively needed to address as much as some of the other areas of the team. So Malacia is a good signing, but hey, look, we need to do a lot more. I'm happy about it too, ZX Flames. Guys, rate the signing of Malacia out of 10 then. So we've completed it now. It is completely done. Rate the signing of Malacia out of 10, folks. What are you thinking? Backup left back. Nice one, says K Cadet. I know it is a backup left back. Yeah, it's a good addition. Thank you, Sean. No worries, no worries. Gangshi says 59.7k subs too. We'll hit 60 any time now. Oh, nice one, Gangshi Leone. Yeah, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, then please do hit that subscribe button. We're on here every single day. We give you the latest news, the latest updates. 5 out of 10, says Kate Cadet. Wow, that's low. S says 8. Paul Woolley says 10. 9, says Chris. I can't really fault this signing, guys. It's an 8 or a 9 for me. It's just because, well, he's a young kid. He's going to get better. He's in the Dutch international setup already. He's clearly a good player. He's a Ten Hag player. Ten Hag's gone and got him. And he's probably in the future going to be very, very good for us. Let's hope he's the new Patrice Evra, guys. Yeah. Tyrell Malacia, he'll fucking murder ya. Tyrell Malacia, he's the new Evra. Come on. Hopefully he will be the new Evra, folks. And if he is, then that'd be great. But it's going to take some time to adapt, obviously. And we're not expecting that to happen overnight anytime soon. But, Luke Shaw's probably still going to be the guy to be the first starter in the team. But, look, it's good depth. It's a quality player to come in and give us competition. Okay, so just back onto Ronaldo, folks. We were talking about that. So some dressing room sources believe that Ronaldo will stay at Man United, while United figures doubt there is an obvious buyer for Ronaldo. So that's from Samuel Luckhurst as well. There is a sense that maybe Ronaldo will stay at United because obviously in terms of getting somebody to bid for Ronaldo and for us to actually accept it, then, well, it has to be a reasonable offer. It has to be a little bit of a reasonable offer, really. 8 out of 10, says Gabe. United report says MUFC's failure to qualify for Champions League has triggered... Oh, that's from Samuel Luckhurst, sorry. So they were saying that there's a triggered wage cut for the team. I think that's bollocks. Also, there's a worry within Manchester United that Ronaldo might go public with his grievances against the football club as well, which hasn't happened at the moment. But hey, look, it would be interesting, wouldn't it, if Ronaldo just laid the smackdown publicly and actually explained the situation and explained why maybe he was considering leaving, etc. But it probably won't happen. But yep, sources claim it's unclear when Ronaldo will return at the moment, casting doubt over whether he will join Man United for their pre-season tour. It effectively amounts to a case of indefinite leave for him. So at the moment, Ronaldo is on leave, or really, he's not really on leave, but he's just not come back for training, and he doesn't give a toss, does he? Yeah, Ronaldo's soon gone, says Maurice Varela. It's disappointing we can't give him what he needs, but I would still like to see a little bit more professionalism from the lad here by turning up to pre-season. That would have been nice. Also, there were some bullshit stories that were coming out yesterday about Barcelona and the possibility of bringing in Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that's not true. George Mendes is in Barcelona, but is solving other issues. Apparently, apparently they've even offered Ruben Neves to them for like 85 million euros or something like that as well. So, you know, that's bullshit. I don't think there's any possibility of him going to Barcelona, guys. There were talks, of course, that they're trying to get Lewandowski from Bayern. I guess this would be a decent alternative. But, no, I don't really think that it's possible that this will happen, guys, for Ronaldo to Barcelona. That's bollocks. Right, we got some quotes from Tyrell Malacia here, folks. Tyrell Malacia has been quoted as saying, Man United is one of the biggest clubs in the world. I'm proud, but also very grateful that I get this opportunity. I understand that the work on an even higher level only begins now. He also said, I want to reach the highest level, so there comes a moment when you have to say goodbye. I will never forget what I owe to Feyenoord, but I love the experience in the stadiums in England. It will be fantastic, and I can't wait. I talked to Robin van Persie about Man United and the city, about places to live, also through my childhood friend Tahith Chong, with whom I played at Feyenoord. I've heard a lot. Becoming a better every day and showing at this level that you can measure up. I have worked hard all my career, and this is a reward for that. For me and for all the people who have always supported in me and believed in me. I also feel the tempo and the spirit in the matches will suit my game. And just look at all the fantastic footballers in the Premier League. Ronaldo, he didn't. Ronaldo, De Bruyne, Salah, and in the past, people like Henry, Van Persie, Van Nistelrooy. So he's absolutely loving it, guys. Tyrell Malacia is absolutely loving it. Hey, sub to Flying Pig United. Thank you for the super chat, boss. He says, Malacia signing bonus, 10 meat pies. Like Spike. Thank you so much there. Sub to Flying Pig United, you bloody legend. Yeah, man. He says, like Spike. We're only 30 likes away from 300, guys. Can we smash the 300 like mark? Drop a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe if you're new. You know what, guys? We're only about 14 people away here from 59,800, creeping up to 60K. I'm going to say it again. If you're new to the channel, hit that red subscribe button. It's free to subscribe. We give you all the latest news. You don't want to miss the things, so get yourself involved with a subscription and smash that like button. It's free. Nice one. Winford Tripmine says Ronaldo will stay, definitely. He's just putting pressure on the Glazers. Wouldn't that be amazing? I love that. Smash a 1 if you agree with Winford Tripmine there. Smash a 2 if you disagree and you think he genuinely wants to leave. But you could be right, Winford Tripmine. It's definitely putting good pressure on them. But also, it almost has the potential to upset a couple of deals that we could be working on. Just think about it if you're De Jong. This sort of unrest that you're seeing at the football club, maybe just goes some way to perhaps putting you off a little bit. I'm just saying. One says Mark Nurse, Incendio agrees, Akil agrees, United Till I Die, Paul Scholes, Daryl Platt as well agrees. That's interesting. So a lot of people still staying optimistic. The fact that Ronaldo wants to be here, this is all just a power move to try and get here, try and get the Glazers and the recruitment team to actually go out there and spend and buy these players and get the deals done. Interesting. I'd love that to be the case. I really would. If that's the case, great. But it just seems like with Ronaldo not even coming back to training and stuff, he's making it a little bit of a tricky situation. Seriously, says it's just irrelevant right now, though. We need our first 11 sorting. Yep, spot on. But anyway, guys, so let's just I'm going to do a quick roundup of the news here, folks, what we discussed. I've just realized we've already been on here an hour, mad stuff. So we're going to get on here now. Do a quick roundup of what we discussed. Then we're going to get into the live chat for a big Q&A. Smash the like, smash the subscribe. I'm going to get in there now and just do a roundup. So what we've discussed this video so far, folks, is so what's happened with Eriksen is the Eriksen deal is basically done. Contracts are now ready for Christian Eriksen to sign with Manchester United. Just waiting for medical, and then it will be completed. So 3-year deal confirmed. Eriksen will be the next signing after Tyrone Malacia. So also Tyrone Malacia has just been announced by Manchester United officially. So he's actually a Manchester United player officially now. Done deal, all announced, all done and dusted. Get in there, my son. Excellent scenes. Also, Ten Hag is working on and he wants to push for Lisandro Martinez before we go away on tour if possible. So United's recruitment team are working on this. The player is pushing to leave Ajax as well. He's been very clear. Ten Hag wants Lisandro Martinez and Malacia and Eriksen as soon as possible. And Arsenal are still there working on the Lisandro deal, but Ten Hag wants him strongly. So that's the latest update from Fab late last night in regards to Martinez. Also, it looks like Ajax fan base is resigned to the fact that they'll be losing Lisandro Martinez. And they say this guy, the European lad, a great Ajax source on Twitter, said he gave everything for this club from the first minute he arrived, performed incredibly consistent and on a very high level. Very disappointed we're about to lose him, but he's totally earned his move. So great stuff there in regards to Martinez. Hopefully that's progressing. Hopefully that's getting closer. In regards to Ornstein, he's updated Ronaldo, said expected not to attend preseason training for second consecutive day, citing family reasons. We know Ronaldo is not here at Carrington. We know he's not here ready for the season. So it's gash. And then in regards to De Jong, we didn't even talk about this, but this was a late update last night. I mean, the reason I've left it to last is because, well, the De Jong deal is just so frustrating. The structure of the add-on still to be discussed as personal terms too. Salary reduction, very unlikely. So nothing has changed yet for Frankie De Jong deal on Monday. Man United and Barca still in contact. No negotiations yet on player side. So in regards to De Jong, look, it's more or less the same sort of situation. I mean, things are getting a little bit closer, I guess. It seems like there is a possibility that Barcelona are still trying to push for a salary reduction, but whether or not Frankie will go for that's another question. Whether or not that's even the case is another situation as well. Maybe this is all just Barca painting De Jong as the bad guy. So there's that. That's all there really is on the Depentos news. There you go, Mark Harris. So there you go, Frankie Depentos. Nothing has changed yet for him. De Jong deal on Monday since the principal agreement in principle. That's all there is on him. Right then, folks, let's get into the live chat, see what you guys are saying. So it is a positive day. Eriksen's more or less done. Malacia has now been announced by Manchester United. He is officially a Red. which is obviously great. Let's get the old thing up on the screen for Manchester United, actually. Tyrell Malacia, he'll fucking murder you. Tyrell Malacia, he's the next Evra. Tyrell Malacia, he'll fucking murder you. Tyrell Malacia, he's the next Evra. So let's have a look at this then, folks. Let me get this up on the screen. There, oops. There it is there from Manchester United officially from a little while ago. So I'll just leave that in the corner there. But he has now been unveiled as a red. And it's excellent to see. Get in there, my son. Now for the next 5 players to come in, please, because this is a shit show. Seriously, all we're going to get is a bloody backup left back so far? Fucking shambles, isn't it, guys? Honestly, this window has been a shambles. Crikey, if I was Ronaldo, I'd be looking to get the fuck out and all. Players like Slabby Maguire captaining the side and only signing a random bloody backup left back. This guy's going to be great for the future, I think, by the way. But come on, it's not the most inspirational signing right now, is it? It's an excellent bit of business from United for this guy. But again, we should have done like 4 or 5 other bits of business so far before this. Right, so let's get into the chat then, guys. It's Q&A time. Do hit the like. Do get yourself involved in the chat. And let's be having you. MU Indo, thank you very much for subscribing to the show, mate. Nice one. Welcome aboard to Bacon Express land. Malacia is not a backup, says Sir Paul Scholes. Are you sure about that, though, Sir Paul? Because Luke Shaw's still here, and Luke Shaw is a good player, and Luke Shaw is advanced in the terms that he's in the sense that he's 26 and has that Premier League experience. So to begin with, are you sure at least to begin with, that might not be the case? I personally think that Malacia in the future maybe could succeed Luke Shaw, but is he really the guy to start over Luke Shaw? I don't know. I mean, Erik ten Hag's going to be probably pushing maybe for that because he's brought him in for a reason. But haven't we just signed this guy because, well, he's great one for now and the future as well. We can get some money back from Tellez. This is a great signing for the future. He's a good age, good prospect, probably has really fantastic potential to even be better than Luke Shaw in the future. But I don't really see him starting ahead of Luke Shaw at the moment. Maybe. Yeah, Malacia will start, says Mark Nurse. Guys, who do you think is going to start then? Malacia or Luke Shaw? I do think it'll be Luke Shaw to begin with. Interesting. So Paul Scholes thinks it'll be Malacia though. Dybala wants to join us, says Nas786. But do we want Dybala though? That's the question, mate. Luke Shaw, if fit, says Wiggy. Shaw, says T-Mill. Both, says Fire Up. Shaw first till he's injured. Nice one, Caleb. Yeah. Sack these bums, says Mark Harris. Shaw, Rashford, Bruno Tellez. Time to move on. Malacia, says S. Said. Luke Shaw, says CV. Malacia will start, says A-Bub. Malacia, says Incendiao. Interesting. Shaw, if he's healthy, says Westy. Tellez, says top of the league. Tellez will be sold more than likely, but you never know. 0793 says the new guy. Shaw, says Dizzy. It's a bit split in the live chat. I mean, it's a tough one. Shaw's got that experience. He's not exactly covered himself in glory this last year, but the season before last, he was excellent, wasn't he? Probably Luke Shaw first, like, do a job or not. Yeah. You don't want to... Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's on Luke Shaw to keep Malacia out the team. So this should provide good competition for that left-back spot. And if Luke Shaw can't keep Malacia out the team, then fuck that guy. He's obviously not good enough for Ten Hag's system then. So it's on him to prove himself to Ten Hag that he is good enough and that he is the number one choice for him. And if he can't do that, then Malacia's going to be an upgrade then, isn't he? So, yeah. A superstar, thank you, says Malacia will bench him by the end of the season, though. Thinks Shaw's going to start. Malacia says Mane, Geechee. T-Mill, I'm worried about that right-hand side. It's been guff for years. Ah, so true. Well, maybe if Ronaldo goes, we could get Anthony. Maybe we could sign a right back. We'd have to invest in a lot of different areas of the team if that happened, I think, just to improve and strengthen us. Thoughts on João Felix to United? Hey, if that can happen, Miz, I don't know what the sort of money would be. He's a very talented player, though. I'd take him. Zami Yassi, thank you for the super chat, my son. He said, AFTV made a dancing video celebrating Jesus. Will you be making a dancing video? Piggy, David, Brent, dance. I already did make a dancing video this summer, mate, for some transfer news, actually. I won't be dancing for Malacia, no. But I already did do a dancing video this summer for summer transfer news. The difference is that I did my dancing video for the news that Pogba and Lingard were off on free transfers. That's the difference, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, but yeah, if you want to see me dance like a twat, then that's the video to search up. Will I do a dance for De Jong, says Mark Nurse? Probably not, mate, because this is like the longest time coming ever, isn't it? It's like, I don't know. It's like if you haven't seen your long, you know, like you're a long-lost family member for a long time, and you see him at the conveyor belt at Heathrow or some shit, and they're a fucking mile away, and you can see him and you're excited. But then 15 minutes later, you're still waiting for them to come up. Then by the time they've actually got face-to-face with you, you're like, you're right. It's kind of like that. Hey, Bub, what's going on? Hey, Bub, thank you so much for the $5 super chat there. Says, new manager, he only knows the player he signs. Last season, players are no longer first-choice players. They are the new players. Bench Shaw. I like that. Fair enough. Okay. Well, if he wants to persevere with Malacia, I'll trust the guy. But in regards to Luke Shaw, yeah, bench that twat. Great shout. If he's not going to compete with Malacia, and if he can't force Malacia out the tide, then that's what he deserves. If he's not good enough, if Malacia at 22 is better coming in from the Eredivisie, then what's it all about? You know, he's going to have to sort himself out, Mr. Luke Shaw. Shaw is not the best fullback, says Miz. He's just good all round, isn't he? I think he's good going forward, creates a lot of chances. I think he's good defensively, but I don't think he's great at either of those things. That's my problem with him. I think we'll sign Martinez before De Jong, says SZ, and really think Ronaldo will stay. I hope you're right, boss. Chris says that you all should watch some Feyenoord games from last season. You see Malacia is the starter. Fair play. Well, I watched a lot of, random clips of Malacia and stuff since, and like games that are concisely like clipped into just his performances, like against Roma in the Conference League and shit like that. And he does look very good. But look, these games are isolated. Anybody can sort of look good on YouTube, mate. It's true. They're literally putting highlights together of all their best bits. They usually don't put their shit bits in there, do they? You know what I mean? But anyway, what are the odds he returns now, says Mark Nurse? Greenwood, 1%. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I'd say it's very much unlikely, mate. Probably 1% chance. Longest dance ever, more like, says Gabe. Orby says, big up the flying pig. Thank you, Orby, you legend. I appreciate you, guy. Nice one. Marcus St. Louis. Oh. Nice one, Mr. Harris. You're the Don. Jim Watkins says, good or bad, I don't want Greenwood to replace Ronaldo. That's not going to happen, dude. Greenwood's probably never going to play for United ever again. Martial will be rejuvenated this season. Hashtag free Ronaldo. Wow, Seth. Well, if Martial can be rejuvenated this season, that means that Rashford can, that Luke Shaw can, that Bruno can. So I'm feeling positive that could be the case and that all of these guys could be rejuvenated under Ten Hag. Kate Cadet says, this is the worst transfer window we have ever had. It's not, is it, Kate Cadet, lad? It's not, is it? Do you not remember David Moyes' transfer window where we didn't get anybody and then right at the last day of this window we just like overpaid for Marouane Fellaini? Maybe Luke Shaw will get back to pre-leg break form, says CZ Bam. Or the form of the season before last was amazing. That's the best we've seen from Shaw, in my opinion, was that whole season before last. Rage Call of Duty, what's going on, says Sue. You reckon we should just wait and see what happens once the league starts, says Tonk Nash. Good shout. Guys, I'm going to have to wrap this video up right now, folks. But thank you all for getting in. No way Maguire can't be rejuvenated, lad. He's like a used tea bag, bro. Many, many times used. Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this video up now. But thank you, everyone, for watching this stream. There's positive news in the sense of we're pushing for Martinez. Malacia is done. Eriksen's just a formality now. And we're working on a couple of other deals. But hey, look, it's not looking too good for De Jong right now. Hopefully, well, it's in the sense of it getting done rapidly. It's still a bit of time left on it, but hopefully it can be done soon. Thank you so much, Gungshi, the only legend, for getting in here. Raw, lad. You have a great day. I hope you're doing okay, mate. And just much love to the Don Gungshi. Stephen Carr as well, Marky Nurse, Wiggy, Chris, CZ Bam, Tonk Nash, Kate Cadet, Gungshi, Rage, Call of Duty, Jim Watkins, United Till I Die. Hey, shit, we got another super chat here from Simon Cowie. Thank you, Simon. And we just smashed 300 likes on the stream. Make sure you drop the like before you go, guys. Sue! Simon says, Pig, I think it's going to depend on training and on the game time. It's 50-50 who starts between Shaw and Malacia. Interesting point. Yeah, they've got to earn it, don't they? If they earn it in training and preseason games, then yeah, there you go. You're right. I mean, one thing's for sure is we'll see both of them in preseason, and they both have chances to impress Ten Hag. I mean, we've literally got a game on the 30th of July and a game on the 31st. So you'll see a different left back in the game, I'd imagine. So, yeah, it's interesting. Simon Cowie, thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get a Sue in there for Simon. Thank you, Eddie Trooper, you legend. Have a great day, Eddie. And Miss 528, Superstar, Jim, Fire Up, Account CB, Dizzy Red Devil. Thank you, bro. Shout out to the mods, the members, and all the legends of the chat. Gungshi, Jim Watkins, Westy05, Marky Harris, Fire Up, Miss 528, Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, guys. That's going to be the end of the show. We'll be back on later on with breaking news and if there's anything breaking. And also, we'll be back on tonight with the latest Man United updates and all that sort of stuff as well, if there is any. But hopefully there will be, guys. I had a really bad migraine last night. I was going to jump on and give you the evening roundup, but I just had a really bad migraine. I just was melting, so I had to get to sleep or just had to lay down, you know what I mean? Simon, thank you for that. Have a great day, Simon. K Cadet thinks is the worst winner ever. Nearly 60k fire up. Nearly. If you're new, hit the subscribe and smash the like. Thank you, Tonk Nash, Jim, Fire Up, Seth, Cake, Marky, Miz, Gungshi, all the legends of the chat. Have a great day, guys. I'll keep you up to date with what's going on at United. Come on, though. Tyrone Malacia is a fucking red. And we've got more to do with Christian Eriksen incoming. Hopefully De Jong soon. Hopefully Martinez soon. But they are kind of hopeful in all fairness. Right. Catch you in a bit, guys. Stay classy, stay locked, and we'll keep you up to date with all the goings on. Follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. Check out the website, unitedfinehigh.com, for your latest news and updates. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Stay classy, and thank you for watching. And sort your bloody lives out, Manchester United. Soon. Guys, I've just pinned the Malacia signed article to the top of the live chat. Griffo Chaz has written it. It's in the live chat now. It's pinned to the top. Click the link, read the article. Have a good one. Soon. Primot, guys, Primot, thank you for the super chat, Primot, my son, right at the end of the show. Guys, everyone, rain down the soos for Primot. Thank you very much, Primot. Everyone as well, have a nice day. Get in there, Primot, you bloody legend. Soos.